think we're on. I think we're on. Good afternoon, cock fans. Boys, welcome back to the final live that I'm going to do before I go on holiday. I'll be back after today for a live that is on Thursday. So not this coming Thursday, the Thursday after this one. It's a long time. I'm sorry, but duty does call. I'm going to Mallorca for a week with Bird. We at last. So, thank God. God, needed. Jesus Christ. When we come back, we might actually have an half-decent squad for once. But this is the weekly live that we do, focusing on Barnsley-related stuff. Okay? We know the drill. There's a fair few things happening last week, and a main one, or a main rumour, that's going to be happening today, which I'm very excited to get into. I would also like to take a quick second to thank our sponsors for today's stream, which is Match Bingo. We know how it works now, guys. For football terms, it is like a bet builder mashed up into sort of bingo card. Well, it is bingo card. It's like multiple lines, and if you get a line and you're the first one to do it, you win. They've got it for they've got it for cricket now and darts. All the shebang. If you use top link in description, you get £10 free when you deposit when you deposit £5. So thank you to Match Bingo. Right, let's get in there. Let's get in there and talk about that. Let's just get bad news out of the way first. We've got bad news and some potentially more bad news, or good, whichever way you want to look at it. But the glaringly obvious bad news is that John Russell is being linked with championship moves. This was so inevitable. It would... Come on, man. Anybody could have seen this. Absolutely anybody could have seen this. When you... Argyle, I've seen you. The thing is, right, when you're looking at the better players that Barnsley have got, and you instantly highlight Dunn, Phillips, Connell, typically as bigger names that Barnsley have currently got, you've got Dunn, Phillips, Connell, Russell, and that's more or less it. When you go through it and think about it logically, Phillips has not been the Phillips that we know for a while now. He's very hot and cold. It looked like he didn't want to be here. I feel like that's going to probably put sides off. Connell, again, same thing. Connell and Phillips have not been the players that they were under Duff. Dunn's got some humongous price tag slapped on him, so that's not surprising at all that people aren't going to come in and pay that. Because anybody that said to me at start as well, I hope you're eating your words, because people were coming and saying to me, you are in League One, you will get what you are given. And you've got teams like Oxford, for example, saying that to you. You will take this £1.5 million for your £5 million player, and you will thank me for it. I'm like, no, if you know anything about Barnsley's owners, they're absolute tight bastards when it comes to spending, but they do get some big old sales for his players, man. And if we had to sell Dunn, it'll be for £5+ million. Russell were the one that made most sense from off. 100% every day at week. And if you've seen the Barnsley teams that I've come with before, I am leaving him out of them a lot of the time because I do just think he is the clear favourite to leave. Clear favourite. He's got a year left on his contract, which is the immediate worry. Because I put £1 million price tag on him because I still think we'll get at least that, really. Even with a year left on his contract, I expect us to get that sort of money. But 11 goals last season for a bloke that is a box-to-box midfielder for the worst Barnsley side in a long time. He's very good. He looked like he was getting better as season went on. There's always been glimpses with him there as well. And for the last 2 seasons, Russell's almost been fourth choice, sort of in middle. It's been like, all right, first sub, because you've got Connell, Kane, Herbie Kane at time. You've got Connell, Kane and Phillips as your midfielders. And then when one of them's injured or tired, we'll bring Russell on. We've been playing him, well, managers have played him out of position. They've played him as a 6 just because of his stature. Being tallish, you think, yeah, we'll just put him in 6 when he's clearly an 8. He's one of the most technically gifted footballers that Barnsley have got in a squad, like, easily. And it's definitely going to be a big miss. But if selling Russell means that we can just chill out with any even slight interest in Dunn, or maybe we can sell Russell and then actually spend a decent bit of brass for the first time ever. Because at the end of the day, even if we get promoted this season and Russell has an absolute blinder, as owners are tight bastards, they're not going to offer him a good contract, are they? They're not going to offer him a good contract. He's going to have a blinder, get promoted with us, and then go on a free somewhere else. So Russell was shite in 22 and 23. Yeah, but he's been misprofiled. Like I've just said, manager Collins, Rick Collins, we're playing him as a 6. He's never been a 6 in his life. Is a good defender when he's behind a man. You know, when he's like sneaking up on him and he can use his body from behind. But he's not got the brain for a 6 because he's not a 6. He's an 8. Every single day a week is an 8. And he's a fantastic one as well. just want to touch on that quickly, but we've had some very nice early messages come in, so I'll touch on that quickly. West Bromwich Albion vlogs, brother. I see you in here every single one. We could be talking about sun coming up in morning and you be here. Thank you very much for the 5. David Brooks has passed his medical on a permanent cleary. What do you think? You're absolute crap at Albion, but that's a big gap. All right, man. Jesus, he's shitting on my parade for. This was supposed to be bad news. What I'm looking at now. We're going to get into good stuff, and that's one of them. Jesus Christ. We'll talk about Cleary in a bit, mate. David Brooks is a big old signing for you. Big old signing. I think he could be pushing top 6, but I couldn't tell you anything about Ryan Mason, really, to have a serious clue about the tactical side of things and where you'd finish. But West Brom are a very big club, and you'd think they'd just be top 10 at a given. You know, when you just look at a league, and to be fair, I class Barnsley as this and Bolton and them sort of sides, you just automatically expect them to be in and around a certain position, don't you? And I do with West Brom a lot of the time. But David Brooks is a very, very good signing. I don't know if it's a loan or not, but it's a very good signing. And who knows? Who knows this year we are? Who knows? But thank you for the 5, mate. I appreciate it very much. Always in here. Very kind of you. Super Bright, 25 quid. Shit! Super Bright, just wanted to say keep up the good work, Callum Land, even if you do talk a wee bit of shite from time to time. Wee bit. What's that meme on, you know when he does this? Or he's putting his hands up for like 3. What's the film? Is it Inglourious Bastards? When there's that German that's ordering a tinny. And he's like, he puts 3 fingers up like that. That's you. Because that means you're a Scot. Saying wee, man. Guaranteed 5'6". Mate, thank you so much for 25. It's permanent signing. Brooks, that's crazy. Thank you so much for 25 quid, bro. That is... You don't need to do that. You know what I mean? I appreciate it so much. And don't get me wrong, I'm about to go and sink that 25 quid on tinnies when I go on holiday tomorrow. But I appreciate it very much, mate. Very much. Thank you. Very kind of you. Wow, there's some people in this chat. I love you guys. Holy shit, I love you boys. Oh, great. Honestly, what a start. Life's good. Stop shitting me pants. Going on holiday. 30 quid off bat. Oh, God. What a life, baby. Holy shit. Would you be sad if Russell left? Yes. I absolutely would. Thank you again. Super Brighton West Bromwich Albion's vlogs. Thank you very much, boys. I'll just say it once more. Thank you. Very kind of you. Right, would I be sad if Russell left? Obviously. Mainly from a depth perspective. Don't get me wrong, he's very good and he will coming on towards end of season. And he's going to be a miss. But you've got to accept the situation that we're in. We as owners. And the fact that we are in this league, we're in League One at the end of the day. We're a selling club. Everybody's a selling club. We have got to sell some players. I know we released loads of boys again, so as wage bills come down again for like 4th year in a row. Obviously, we're getting rid of some of the other dross. It's not been announced yet, but we are going to get rid of some of the other crap, like O'Keefe, Waters, Dallas. You know, them sort of players. They're all going to go as well. So we're constantly reducing wage bill forever. You'd think we're a decent owner that would be able to just think, well, you know what, we'll take us chances here. We'll say no to selling Russell. We know we're going to lose money, like every single club in country. But when we bought a football club, we had full understanding that we were going to lose money. It's not some hidden thing that sprung up on us owners that we're going to start losing money as a football club. But we're losing money every year when they bought us in first place. That just is what happens. Do you know what I mean? At every level, apart from odd 3 or 4 in Premier League that might make profit, the majority of football clubs in the world lose money on a consistent basis. So we could have just said, you know what, we're going to decline everything. We're going to decline absolutely everything for Russell. We'll try and get promoted. If we don't and we lose him on a free, whatever, because you're constantly bringing decent frees anyway, like Stockport do. If we go up, give him a good contract. You know what I mean? It's so backwards, and you can tell the higher-ups at this club have never run a football club before, ever. Like, even from CEO to owner, none of them have got any experience running a football club. Any. So you can understand why they're so shit, really. But Russell is a fantastic player for this league. It really is. And it is going to be a shame to see him go, but it is very likely that we will not see him in the Barnsley top again. And I will be sad. He's been very good for Jamaica. He's obviously going to have quite a rest now because he's had no rest. Since season finish, he's literally just not stopped playing football. Went straight there more or less after about a week. And he's been playing for Jamaica for weeks in stupid heat. So he's going to be knackered. But yeah, it's going to be sad to see him go. And again, touching on the depth side of things, we've got a lot of very good kids coming through. And I think Jurgen Nathan especially, I saw an Oldham fan in here 2 minutes ago. Jurgen Nathan especially, getting promoted from non-league with Oldham, he looked the best player in non-league by an absolute landslide, in fairness. From the odd bits that I saw, well, the games that I saw, I think I saw 4 Oldham games in total, and he was best player on pitch in every single one by a mile. By an absolute country mile. He's a kid. He signed a 5-year contract before he left, so he's got 4 years left. Bloody hell, mate. He looks like the ready-made replacement for him, for stature as well. You know what I mean? There's similar builds. Obviously, Jurgen Nathan's a bit of a string bean compared to Russell. Russell's filled his frame out a little bit more, but that's what you'd expect from a 24-year-old man as opposed to a 19-year-old. But I think Jurgen Nathan and Bland are 2 lads at middle, 2 young uns, that we can focus on bringing off bench and playing them in cups and stuff like that, giving them a lot of game time, which would be better than sending them out to shitter leagues anyway. Just keep him in and around Urian and what he wants to do. But I still think we need to bring someone in to start if Russell is to leave. Definitely. We do need to bring a midfielder in because the depth is just not there. And Wakali, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But if Russell is to leave, actual born midfielders, say if Dunn keeps playing as a false 9, born midfielders that we've got in this football club, as of now, senior footballers, are going to be Connell, Phillips, Bland and Jurgen Nathan, and that's it. I don't know what deal is with McCarley. So we've got 4. We play 4-3-3 for God's sake. We need to bring 2 midfielders in, really, at least. So it's a lot to do still in a position that we've not even been linked with anybody so far at Middle Park, which we just still needed anyway, even if Russell were going to go. It's just going to be sad to see him go because it's more of a what if. It's more of a what if. People are very hot and cold with Russell, but a lot of Barnsley fans, I'm just going to say it, are idiots. Absolute idiots. If you don't rate this bloke for the current situation we're in, you're a clown. Absolute clown. I saw an Oxford fan say just then, we will give you Russell and you give us Sibley and Cash. I will take that deal. 100% I'd take that deal. Sibley in this league, he's good in this league. You know what I mean? And that's what we need. We need an intelligent number 6, really. And McCarley's sorting family matters in Nigeria, so he ain't on bad terms at all. I'm not saying, I don't think it's going to be attitude problems or anything. But I don't think Urian sees him as someone that's going to be big in his plans. Because when he were testing out all these players near end, and McCarley weren't one that were getting much of a chance. So we're giving Blander a lot more time than him. You know what I mean? But Russell is one that looks like he could be leaving, which is sad. But it's as Darryl Clark once said many times, it is in fact the nature of the beast, in it when you're in this league. It is the nature of the beast. Alex, thank you for £5, my friend. Any indication on where Russell will go? It might be needed at Blackburn, especially if Travis goes. I just saw the article that I saw, which is an half decent source in fairness, is you're not an Oxford fan, all right, bro. Is Derby, Blackburn, Oxford, and Stoke. The 4 that's on your screen now. They're the 4 that I saw Russell link with. I don't know where I'd see him really. I could see him at Derby. Because they're building like they're a team of giants, aren't they, Derby? They've got a lot of big lads. And last season they're scoring a lot of goals from set pieces. Russell he's got a big frame. He's a big physical bloke. If that is what Eustace wants, that could be the type of boy. That could be the type of boy that you want. You've had 3 ads already. Brother, it's YouTube's automatic system. If I am to press the button, then you'll know. Because I'll tell you. I don't press the button, it just happens, bud. It just happens. I can't lie. But thank you, Alex, again. Thank you very much. I don't know where exactly go. You know what I mean? Sibley's a 10. You wanted to 10 at Derby, were you? When he were better than Bellingham. I didn't think he was a 10 when he were better than Bellingham. I thought he were a bit further back. I thought he was more a playmaker than more of a deep playmaker rather than a tiki-taka number 10 trying like really make stuff happen at top end of pitch. Know what I'm saying? Can he play at 10 with just Ruben Rodriguez? He's more of an 8. I won't see him as a 10, really. He's got very long... He's like a Matic. In terms of the build, he looks like Matic. Very, very long legs. I'm saying. But thank you, Alex, again. Kiss. Very, very kind of you. Right. So we've touched on the bad news. Plymouth fans might tell you that this is also bad news. Right? Plymouth fans might come in here and say, wow, you thought that were bad? Bloody hell. Oh God. The rave reviews I've had from this guy. We've signed a bricklayer. Holy shit. I bet this guy's got his bricky boots on. I bet this bloke turns up with steel cap boots on. With the way that people are describing him, it's like we've signed a postman. He's never been a footballer. But seriously, I was looking through the. God forgive me. Honestly, God forgive me. I'm not one for this as well. I'm really not one for this, and people should know this. I hate stats. I hate using stats as a main focal point to judge a player. But obviously, when I've not seen him, I've got to just go off that and what people are saying in a decent way, or maybe take even the bad things that they're saying and try and twist it into something that we could maybe get out of him. But his stats for Bolton were actually quite good in the odd game that he played as a wing back. Apparently, he's very good going forward, like very, very good going forward, but defensively leaves a lot to be desired. Now, I ain't got a clue where the defending's going to come from in this team. I've not got a clue. I've literally got no idea, because we're going to have two centre backs as full back. If this guy's playing left back in a back four, by the way, because Plymouth fans are telling me he can't even defend in a back five, we're going to play back four, send him up, which is he's going to play left wing effectively on ball. We're going to do same way as right back. We're just going to have two centre halves. Connell don't track his run for love nor money. Well, we've got no midfielders. We're just going to have two centre halves and Cooper in net. Every game's going to be like 6-5. I'll tell you what, it'd be very exciting. Very, very exciting. Let me just get into some comments quickly, because I've got some like incredible people in this chat right now. Matthew, thank you for the 5, my friend. Get a pint on me on holiday, mate, even though you hate the Wolves. I don't hate the Wolves. I just strongly dislike Wolves. Hello, Jim, by the way, kiss. I don't hate Wolves. I just dislike Wolves. And it's literally for reasons before I were even born. It's just for when we got promoted to Premier League and Mark McGee being a fat Scottish bastard. That's literally the only reason. Because he was disrespecting my club and my town. Fat little meatball head. But thank you. I will get a pint with your money. With your hard-earned money that you've gone to work to get, I'm going to get a pint with it. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, Matthew. I love you guys. Precons 007. Shit. Michael Schofield in the chat. Leeds fan, I love your vids. In your opinion, what do we need to do to stay up? You need to summon God. You need to get your magic. Get your magic little, not your cock, but your magic, or something else. Oh, bloody hell. Get your magic fucking, what the bloody hell is it called? The teapot. That thing that gives the wishes. Get that thing out and summon a genie. That is the only way that Leeds can stay up. Personally. Like I've seen Leeds fans, and no, mainly Sunderland fans with the recent signings going, oh yes, bro. European charge. The fat controller laughs. Relegated. All fear is coming back down. The sooner we all accept this is what football in this country is, the sooner we can all just like make something else happen. A lamp. Bloody hell. That's what I'm looking for. A lamp. Jesus H. Christ superstar. But yeah, thank you for your £5 again, Mr. Schofield. But I don't think there's anything you can do, really. I do like the player that you got earlier. That centre half. I know he's been injured a few times. But £6 million cheap, really. And if in doubt, he can go third, fourth choice and go on bench. You know what I mean? You've got to pack your squad out when you get to Premier League. Because realistically, between the three sides that have come up, they've got maximum like 7 players that are actually good enough already. So they've all got to spend so much money on not only starting 11, but the depth there for if one of you starting 11 gets injured and then you suddenly downgrade to a championship player. You've got to have Prem quality in depth in every position or you're getting relegated. So, again, thank you for your 5, but I think you need to spend in the region of about 250 million quid probably in 1 year to have a chance at staying up. You could maybe take advantage of Brentford's situation, but I still think they'd finish like 6-7 points in front fairly easily. Unfortunately. But again, thank you, boys. I appreciate you all. Right, let's get back onto this. So, defensive side of things is definitely going to be a problem for us. It were last year. It were a very, very big problem last year. I think the only way we could maybe get around this is, and I've seen Connell, sir, if he's in here. I've seen, there's a Barnes fan on Twitter, right, if you don't know, and he's a big advocate of potentially putting De Gevigné at right back. And I don't see, a lot of Barnsley fans have seen something that I'm not with De Gevigné because I just don't think he's good enough. Yeah, that bot in from Wolfsburg, yeah. Looks quite good. You hate Alderman Grimsby as a Barnsley fan. Wild. My first away game with Oldham. The proper old school places though that'd probably give you a bit of bastard, wouldn't they? I wouldn't be surprised with that. Right, so Dijavinia at right back is something that I could potentially see happening. With the way that the squad is potentially being built, I could sort of understand, because it had pushed Ogbeta up into like a left wing position. And then with the left winger that we're potentially going to talk about bringing in, he could move from left wing inside as a sort of second striker to go. So then Ogbeta would go on left. You'd have two strikers sort of thing then with him when it's happening. And obviously defensive three then, your two centre-halves would slide across into a back three with Dijavinia. I could sort of understand that happening. But out right-hand side had sorted it sent out then. I don't really know. Russell likes to come out wide anyway, doesn't he, outright? But we're just leaving quite big gaps all over the place. You'd have to have very, very hard-working midfielders. And I feel like from a defensive side of things, they can be quite slack. As much as I like them as people as well, as footballers, like the Barnsley lads, especially at midfield, they can be slack defensively. It's what lost us the game at Wembley, not tracking the run. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Darren Moore told the Wednesday players, if you were ever to cross the ball against Barnsley in this game, drag it back to edge at box, because the defenders will do the job, but the midfielders won't track the runs. And in comes Windass trotting along with absolutely no man on him, and he gets a free header. So it's been a problem for a while, and it's the same group of players that consistently don't defend well enough, which is annoying. But I guess Urian's just thinking, fight fire with fire. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, and just try and score as many goals as you possibly can. Which did work in fairness, especially at last game against Reading away. I think we saw properly what we could expect. And that were like, that's with Lembakisa and Cotter. Do you know what I mean? And players that just are not good enough, really, for this. I like Cotter, but I like him as a squad player and to come off bench, because he's just like he's just a nutter, innit? But as a starting player for a promotion chasing side in League One, he's not there. He's a good squaddy, but nothing more. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out how the squad's going to look. And it's quite tough. Obviously, we're not linked with loads of players to be able to put names to positions yet. But it's just hard. It's hard to think of. But I'm not going to judge this ball before I've seen him play for us. I'm not going to sit here and say, this guy's crap, before I've even seen him kick a ball for us. Because with the way that Urian wants to set up, mate, this guy might be absolutely perfect. If we want to play with fullbacks that get proper iron wide, as high as you can possibly get, touchline on corner flags, in attacking side at pitch, mate, he might tick exactly what we need from him. And obviously, Plymouth fans can come and say, well, they were crap last year. Everyone were crap last year. That's why you got relegated. You pie-eating dickheads. Jesus Christ. Honestly, some people. Right, anyway. Next. UTA. Brother. I see you a lot. Thank you very much. 199, thank you very much. Afternoon, mate. Thoughts on Charlton, Kaminsky plus Olafe. Kaminsky, for a side that's just got promoted and you've not got the biggest budget ever, I think it's a waste of money, personally. He's a good keeper for Championship. I know he's just got back-to-back relegations, but he is a good keeper for Championship. I just think your money could be better spent elsewhere. Olafe, very good. He's very good, Olafe. And even if you get relegated, he'd be a top League One striker. Do you know what I mean? I do. To be fair, I don't know Charlton's budget, so if I just disregard that and stop pretending I'm a football manager and just look at them as what they are, two very good signings. If you get them up line, two very good signings. There. A Championship / bottom Premier League keeper. Well, it factually was. It's a pasty. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, it is. Come on, that's shit, Callum. I used to go to Cornwall on the reggae. But yeah, I do like them signings. Utah, Mr. Albion, man. I do like him, especially Olafe. He's very good. If he could finish, seriously, he'd be a top end at champ. It's very odd for a striker that the worst aspect of him is the composure side of finishing. Because you can obviously just hit it as hard as he possibly wants and it goes in. Because he did that against Barnsley. He absolutely bodied Pines. I remember being stood in that away end. I knew we were going to lose anyway because we're crap. Or we were crap. Not anymore, obviously. Urian ball. Hog better. Shit. But I love it. He got pumped on at top. I think Norwood, just classic Stockport. They get ball and just lump it on top to the fast lads. But he got into playoffs. Do you know what I mean? And Olafe were behind Pines. Absolutely ragged on him to the floor. Probably like 6-inch on him, by the way. Pines has got. Ragdolled him to the floor, put him on his ass, and then just hit it as hard as he possibly could, and he went in. But I think the composure side of things for Olafe is what stops his ceiling a little bit. But I do like him. I do like him. Brian, thank you for the 6, my friend. Cal, how are you? Any Irish players you think will do well in the Championship League One next season? Please come to Ireland and get yourself a Murphy's. Bro, well, I might be going to Dublin in next few months, hopefully. I might be going to Dublin in the next few months. If not, it's just a stag do place, innit? And I'm at that age now. I know people don't believe me, but I'm 25. I'm at that age where stag do's are starting to happen. I've been invited to 2 in the last like couple of months, and it's starting to happen. Shit! But I can't remember where I'm going. One's in Portugal. I can't remember where the other one is. I don't think it's been set yet. But Dublin and Benidorm, I've not been to either. But I bet by the time I'm in a box at Bottom at Garden, I'll have probably been to both like 15 times. So I'm in no rush, but I am excited to go to Ireland. People said that Dublin's, it's just been touristed. Do you know what I mean? It's just been tourist trapped to the absolute max. People said to go to Cork all the time as well. But don't like, in more rural Ireland, they don't like English folk, do they? Especially the ones that they just can't understand. That probably doesn't help. That'd be like an absolute subtitle off me versus a raw Irishman. Bloody hell. That won't go down well. But thank you very much for the 6, mate. And by the way, I'll answer the question. Any Irish players you think will do well in Championship League 1 next season? Is Jimmy Dunn Irish? QPR lad? Centre half? I like him. I think he's one of them that's like actually English but pretends he's Irish, so he could maybe get in national team. But I do like Jimmy Dunn. What else we got? Not the most talented nation, mate. I'm not going to lie to you. And you've put me on spot. Any Barnsley boys, maybe? Barry Cotter? Shit, off bench. Speedboat, no driver. Holy shit, on right wing. To be fair, you know what? I don't know if he's even got a cap for your boys. Connell. Seriously, I could say, if Connell, I do think, right? I'm going to say it again. I do think Connell, under Urian, could be something good. I think he's going to get a boot up his ass that could really kick him on. And under Urian as well, come on, you know that bloke, probably one of the best Irish players ever to live. You know what I mean? I think under his guidance, Connell could really kick on this year. I do. And if he don't, then there's just no hope. So I'll say Connell, even, for my answer to that. Right, now that we've talked better, let's have a look at today's breaking news. Oh, wrong way. Let's have a look at today's breaking news. How do you say this guy? Thank you, Brian, by the way. Connell should not get a cap off recent history, mate. He's been shit for like a year and a half. But if he goes back to what he were under Duff, which were one of the best midfielders in the league comfortably, then I believe. He's not lost yet. He's still a young lad. Oh, mate, who are we at? Oh, God, he were playing when he was fucking Jesus Christ. Jimmy, get a job, bro. Seriously. Right. How do you say this guy's name? Rise, Mr. Cleary. It says Hartlepool because he's on loan there, but he is a West Brom lad, right, who is coming to us on a free, or we're heavily linked to get him on a free transfer. Now, before everybody just comes out and says, this guy's shit, he's played at Hartlepool in non-league and that's it, this guy's crap. And there's a lot of Barnsley fans. That have never got out good to say, right? And please just take a bit of advice from me, right? If you're a Barnsley fan and all you've got to do is moan, fucking shut up. Please, God, shut up. You probably don't even go to games. I'm looking you dead in the eye. Come meet me in Garrison, I'll kick your head in. Seriously, the most scum of the earth, bottom feeding rats ever. We've never seen the guy in his lives, ever. Not once has one Barnsley fan ever seen this bloke. And they're sat there going, he's shit. He's not getting us out this league. Open your eyes, man. Do people not see the situation that we're in? Do people not see the situation that we are in right now? We've got the worst owner we've had in a long time. We're spending no money. We've lost Humphries to Bradford because they've offered more money than us just coming up from League 2. We're going to have to sign young kids on cheap money with a lot of potential that we can flog. It's textbook Barnsley. Where have you been? Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Have we always signed, like, world beaters? Were I born in wrong place, mate? Have I been going at wrong team for the last 18 years of my life? We've always signed players like this. You clowns. Same blokes were probably sat there last season going, Davis Keeler done? He's only played in League 2, he's shit. And now they're sat there saying, if we sell Davis Keeler done, I'm not going. Like, you can't win with these donkeys, man. They're absolute idiots. They're absolute idiots, all of them. And if you any of you sat in here now, block me Unsubscribe. I never want to see you here again. You're an idiot. You're an absolute toolbox. Why not give this bloke a chance? It's going to be on about 10 bob a week. He's a free transfer. I've seen one highlight reel video of him, and I'm convinced he's next coming of God. It looks like Vaz Tay. Literally, it looks like Vaz Tay / Hamill. Everybody's crying, we've let Humphries go. Just watch the highlight reel. It's Humphries. It's just a young Humphries. He gets ball on wing, runs at a man, takes someone on and shoots. I don't want that. I want someone that does it differently. And they've got no reason for anything. Oh, fuck me. Honestly, I'll say it again. Meet me at Garrison. I'll splatter you. Splatter you all over cobbles. Look, thank you for £2, mate. Man is going to turn into prime Hurian. Ooh, Connell. Buddy, I hope you're alright. Holy shit, I hope you're alright. Sorry, I need to cool down. Got me fan over there. I look like I've been braided up, by the way. Sorry, I've just got gangrene from shitting my pants for the last like 5 days. Thank you, Luke, though. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. But anyway, I'm personally quite excited to see this guy. Whether it's depth or even if he comes into starts, couldn't give a fuck. Could not give a monkey's, bro. Don't care. Do I support Cleary or do I support Barnsley? Probably support Barnsley. Fucking idiots, honestly. Never been to an away game in their lives. Literally, I hadn't had a season ticket since '98. Honest to God. Jesus Christ. Mate, this guy gets ball, runs at a man, takes him on, shoots over and over and over again. He's rapid, he's strong, he's young, he's going to be cheap. We can probably sell him eventually for a lot of money if you give him game time. What the fuck, mate? Honestly, what do you want? What do you want? I've got an idea. Let's go and bid for Poku. Guys? Guys, why don't we go and get Poku, guys? What are we doing? Where's Barnsley? Idiots. Absolute idiots. But I do like this guy. Now, the only football that he's actually properly played in his adult life is for Hartlepool. He went to Walsall, obviously. Didn't really get much of a chance. I think he made 3 appearances off bench. And then they say, no, he's never had a game in League 2. He's only just turned, well, like 2 months ago, he turned 21. But he absolutely, and for years, he's been tearing it up in West Brom's academy, right, for under 21s. West Brom have got a Cat 1 academy. They've got a Cat 1 academy. They're playing against Liverpool and Man United and Premier League 2 sides, which, let me just tell you something. Barnsley fans, the same ones that I'm saying, moan about, oh, they will then go on Twitter and say, why don't we go and pick up players from Premier League 2? I swear down, if this were the exact same bloke, everything the exact same, he went to Walsall, didn't do anything, and then he played at Hartlepool, but he were coming from Man United instead of West Brom, people would be wanking themselves silly. I'm telling you now, and it's just same bloke. They'd be going, fucking hell, he's played for a Mint Academy here. Don't matter that he's only got like 20 league appearances in his life because he's come from Man U. They're idiots. They're absolute idiots. Do me head in. Absolutely do me head in. But the only proper period of football he's had as a professional footballer in men's football as being with Hartlepool, right? He's naturally an attacker, but they were playing him at left wing back, allegedly. I'm not going to sit here and say I watch Hartlepool, but from what they're saying, they played him at left wing back, and he's got 6 goals, I think, in 20 games from left wing back. That is very good going for an Hartlepool side that finished about 12th in non-league. They're saying he's the best footballer that they've... And I'm not even just making this up. Go and look at Hartlepool's tweets on the links that were made with him. They're saying he's the best footballer they've seen him have for a long time. And there is only professional games ever. You know what I mean? We're not talking about some 25, 26-year-old here that's been about forever. This is a kid. He's 21. He's a child. He's only just coming through. He's obviously way too good for non-league. He's built for men's football. He looks very physical and fast. He's ready to go at a proper league. If he comes in as depth, it's absolutely fantastic. Genuinely brilliant business because we need multiple wingers to come in. But if he starts at left wing, first game, seriously, I'm going to stand up and clap because he's very direct and is exactly what we want. Absolute clowns, mate. Honestly, people that just moan, get a grip. Do me head in. Absolutely do my head in. Barnsley should raid Sheffield United. We've well, Connor Barrett is one of the youngers that we've got. He's from their academy. I do agree, Sheffield United's academy is ridiculous. Like, the players that just miss out for him, like, the players like Peck and Arblaster, obviously let them go. We're never going to have a chance. But the ones, the level below that, we could go and try and have a go at some of them. Exactly, like Mr. Blades Ramble has just said, it's a free hit. Mate, he's a kid. It's a kid. Attitude stinks by all accounts. But I seriously think, you know, if that were to be true, right? West Brom are definitely going to offer the bloke more money than we have. 100%. I think if his attitude genuinely stunk, he'd take the easy money and stay at a higher club and hope for a chance to get into West Brom's side eventually, odd chance off bench. But if he's going to take less money to come here and try and play properly, I don't think that's a sign of a bad attitude, personally. But that's just me. But, boys, I'm very excited to see this bloke. No, I'm very excited to see this bloke. I hope it happens. I'll probably come back and he'll have gone to chuffing Bolton or something. But, boys, that's it. That's it. I know it's only a short and sweet one. It's 35 minutes and I could talk about Barnsley forever. I look like I'm made of wax. But I've got to go. I'm getting up at 2:45 in the morning. I've got to drive to Chef now, to Al Assers. I've got to get up at 2:45 and then drive to East Midlands Airport. So, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I love you all. Anybody that's donated, I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. It's very kind of you all. Anybody that sits here and chats, again, very kind of you. Honestly, you could be doing out right now. It's warm. Go outside, get a tinny. You know what I mean? Do something with your life. What you sat in here watching me for? Unless you sat outside watching me on your phone, then it makes more sense. But I appreciate it again. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching this because it makes it my job. Very kind of you. Love you all. Boys, I will see you not this Thursday, next Thursday. We're looking at about 10, 11 days since I next see you on a live. I've got 3 videos and that's it because I've obviously been ill, so I planned on doing more, but I couldn't do it in time to get it out. But, boys, it's been a blast. Love you all. And I hope when I come back in next week, that there's some stuff to report on. I will see you next Thursday, boys. Love you all. It's been a pleasure. Stay safe. Stay safe in them streets, boys. Holy shit.